Hi folks, thanks for tuning in. I have a couple of questions for you. One of these seems to be related to the recent events. Dear Dr. Mike, do you think it's okay for us to have a gun in the house with our children, considering the recent events? Sincerely, Sherry. So you're asking me a political question. I can say from a legal standpoint you have a right to have a gun. But I'll answer this from a medical professional standpoint. The American Academy of Pediatrics strongly recommends not having a firearm in the house with children to protect them from hurting themselves. So that's my answer. But your next question will be, well, how am I supposed to protect my family? Well, first, if you have a gun in the house, it should not be loaded. It should be locked. It should be away from the children and they should have no access to it. It shouldn't be under your pillow. It shouldn't be under your mattress or under your bed or in your bedstand or in your closet. It shouldn't be under your chair in your car. It should not be accessible. But when you say, I need it to be safe and protect my children, I really don't know what that means. If you told me that you possess a firearm and every week you go for training and you're put in these strenuous and stressful situations and are taught how to respond with a firearm, and you do this all the time so it's second nature to you, I'd say, well, at least you're getting trained adequately over and over again, so if you're ever in that situation, you're prepared for it. But the overall majority of people with guns don't routinely go for training every week. They own a gun and take their one course, and then they watch movies and dream about the day when they're going to be in the bank and the terrorists are going to come in and he's going to pull out his Magnum and kill everybody and save the bank, or make sure I have my gun on me in case I'm at a gas station and somebody tries to abduct me, and I'll just take my gun out and save the day. I mean, these, I think, are the perceptions of a lot of us who own guns, and I think it's somewhat delusional. So I think I've answered your question. I think I took off on a tangent a little bit. Anyway, we're not Clint Eastwood. We're not Dirty Harry. We don't do this for a living. We don't do this every day. We're not trained in it. Should we have something in our house that can kill our child? No. Next question. Please help me in this question, even if my question is not picked, but I just picked it. Would you please give me your opinion on this matter? My ex's new lady friend gives my 8-year-old daughter and her black Labrador a bath together. This makes my skin curl. Please let me know if there are any health risks. Thank you, Joan. I thought I answered this. Okay, anyway, I love dogs. I can't say anything bad about dogs. I used to have 3 dogs in the house when I was single. When I got married, that ended. Enough said. I don't think it's anything wrong with rinsing off in a shower with a dog if you're both standing up and having fun together. But if your daughter is literally sitting in contaminated water, I think that's a health risk. You know, her vagina, her rectum, they're both conduits to organisms getting inside of her. Same with the little boy who's got his pee-pee in the water. So I don't think it's very healthy to do that, and I would recommend not doing it. Now, how do you approach the topic with your ex's girlfriend? I don't know. That sounds very sensitive. But from a medical standpoint, it's not a good idea. Maybe it'd be best for you to approach it with your ex and talk about the concern for your daughter and leave your ex's girlfriend out of the conversation, at least initially. Maybe sit down with your daughter and educate her about the importance of staying clean and protecting your body. I think it's easier to be more gentle in your approach than being full of animosity. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for the questions. I know the guns related to the recent episodes. I know it's a terrible thing. I'm sorry about all that. But thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a good week. Bye-bye.